Hello there folks, my name is Spoonks and I saw Scary Movie 6 and a lot of people really don't like this movie, and as someone who has enjoyed the first two installments of this franchise, I can safely say it's not that great. Now, while I don't think the movie is as horrible as others made it out to be, as I did find some things to enjoy about it, as we'll get to later, I still found this to be a bit of a disappointment. I was really looking forward to this movie, hyping it up like crazy, so to see it miss the mark like a lot of other comedy sequels was definitely a letdown for me. Starting with my positives, I actually laughed a handful of times. This was actually the most shocking thing about the movie. Again, the reviews were horrible, so I was expecting like no laughs at all, but it did make me laugh a handful of times. The way the movie starts and the way the movie ends is hysterical. I think the opening sequence with the cameo was excellent, and they certainly ended things off on a high note. The bookends with this movie were excellent in my opinion, and every now and again throughout the movie a joke would make me laugh. I'm gonna be honest with you, whether it's a visual gag, a sight gag, some random one-liner, or just something really stupid like a slapstick moment or just wordplay. I don't know what to tell you, but some of these jokes did make me laugh. Not gut-busting laugh out loud like, say, Nirvana the band, the show, the movie, or Hoppers, but I did have a healthy amount of laughs and chuckles throughout the movie. A lot of the jokes actually did make me smile and laugh. It is also nice seeing these characters back on the big screen. It's nice that the Wayans were able to regain control of this franchise after the turmoil they went through with the Weinsteins with the first two movies. That's a whole can of worms. But it's nice to see them back with the franchise they came up with. Anna Faris and Regina Hall haven't missed a beat when it comes to playing these characters. Even some of the new cast was really excellent, especially Olivia Rose Keegan, who was perfectly casted as Anna Faris's daughter. She looked and sounded the part. She was excellent. And it was impressive how much they were able to cram into this movie with such a short runtime. They were able to cram in so many horror parodies into this and actually get the feel and the atmosphere of those movies really well. There is one that completely caught me off guard in the middle of the movie. It was so out of left field, so random, and so well put together that I just couldn't help but laugh. It was so ridiculous that I just couldn't stop laughing. It was the highlight of the movie for me. Unfortunately, that's where my positives end with this movie, as like I said, I still found this to be a pretty disappointing comedy sequel. While the start of the movie is great and the ending of the movie is great, the middle is where this movie really sinks. It's just a grab bag of ideas, parodies, and gags, and while some of them work, a lot of them really don't. It seemed like the filmmakers were more focused on how many movies they could cram into this one movie to lampoon and make fun of, but it ultimately causes this part of the film to feel really scattershot, random, and just more or less a collection of skits. It really does seem, okay, we got to do this movie, then this movie, then this movie, like pulling ideas out of a hat or just throwing darts at a wall and just seeing which ones stick and which ones don't. And unfortunately, many of them don't. Some of them are just, hey, it's that movie you remember, or some of them just really just don't seem to really serve a purpose. They just do the gag and then move on to the next one. And then for some reason, the movie decides to tip its toes into some more current, topical, and political humor, and I get that was on brand for the first Scary Movie. Pop culture references were its thing, but this time around, it felt very try-hard, forced, and more or less the Wayans watched that new season of South Park and going, hey, we can do that. And then there's the whole thing they're pushing with the marketing about how this will be the most offensive comedy in years. Every line will be crossed. Yeah, no. Yeah, this is pretty on brand for not just the first two Scary Movies, but just the Wayans comedy in general. The most shocking this movie gets are just gross out gags and crass sex jokes. It doesn't really go over the line like the marketing makes it out to be. Apparently, a lot of the more risque jokes got cut out, and you can definitely tell that a lot was trimmed, as some of the jokes and material in the promotion isn't even in the movie. The story Nikki reads at the party in Obsession was more shocking than anything in this movie. So overall, Scary Movie 6 was a mixed bag in my eyes. I can totally understand why it's gotten such horrible reviews as there is so much wrong with this movie. I have to admit, I was entertained for the most part. A lot of the material was really funny. If you're curious about it, I'd say at least give it a watch. You know, if you're a big fan of these movies and you want to see if the Wayans still got it, knock yourself out. As for everyone else, I can't really recommend checking this out at the theater. Those problems definitely weigh it down, and I still feel that it is a lackluster comedy at the end of the day, so best to wait till this drops on streaming to see all the best gags that you've seen on like the internet, as I still found this to be a bit of a letdown. And those were my thoughts on Scary Movie 6. What did you all think of it? If you've seen it, did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like this channel, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on all those social media links at the end of the video. And until next time, everyone, stay sharp.